I'm Joe Mansueto, Executive Chairman of Morningstar, and I'm also the owner of the Chicago Fire Soccer Club here in Chicago. So the catalyst for investing in the club was stepping down from Morningstar at 60 and then wanting to invest in an area that I had a real passion for. Most people who know me were surprised when I bought the Chicago Fire because I'm not known as the biggest sports fan in general. But I got really passionate about soccer through my children, who started to play soccer at a very young age. I coached them. I was about one chapter ahead of them in the rule book of how you play this game. And then we started to watch it professionally, and we just got hooked on the sport. Well, I think part of being a world-class city today is having a world-class soccer club that unifies the city. So if I'm a company looking to locate here, I want to see a city that is not divided, but unified. And soccer can be this great unifier, bringing people from all walks of life together, all income levels, races, genders, creeds, professions, and everyone just gets behind the club, locks arm in arm, chanting. It's one element of cultural strength, is to have a very vibrant, integral soccer club in a city. And obviously it's not the only component, but it's one component, one attribute of a city that an employer would like to see. I very much wanted the club in the city. This is the Chicago Fire. We should practice and we should play in the city. It had previously been located in Bridgeview, a fine suburb southwest of the city, but not all of the city could enjoy it. And so I wanted to bring the club downtown. I wanted to have a practice facility in the city. And so we built one, and now we're embarking on building our own stadium. I think one of the exciting things about this project is revitalizing a part of Chicago that's currently dormant. The location is just adjacent to the Loop. It's just on the southern end. There's a 62-acre parcel there called the 78. There are 77 neighborhoods in Chicago. This would be the 78th neighborhood. We've purchased about 10 acres, but it's very exciting to contribute into revitalizing and creating this whole neighborhood in Chicago, getting more cranes up in the city, bringing more bars, restaurants, retail, and just revitalizing this part of Chicago is super exciting. You need world-class people. And one of the things that really attracts people to Chicago Fire is the city. And so whether it's the coach, the coaching staff, the players, we've talked to some of the top players globally. And it's a real selling point to say you're going to be living in Chicago, bring your family here. It's a great place to raise your family. And that resonates with top soccer players around the world. And then to connect, into the city, both with our first team, but also we have the biggest youth program in MLS. We work with about 11,000 families in Chicago, so at very young levels. And we're just, want to turn kids on to soccer, get more people involved in the sport. We have an academy. We have 5 academy teams for the kids who are most serious about soccer, on up to our reserve team, and then finally our first team. This whole ecosystem, have risen up to help make the Chicago Fire very successful. I've been extremely fortunate in life, and I had the wherewithal to purchase the club by myself. You can move fast, have urgency, and that was the real reason. I had a vision, and I just wanted to drive that vision. We've not asked for any city or state funding. We're doing this on our own. I decided to finance our new stadium privately because I believe that sports stadiums should be privately financed and not supported by the government. And that is because, in general, I don't believe sports stadiums are a terrific investment. They sit idle most of the time. They're very expensive. They're costly to maintain. And to the extent that they do accrue value, it accrues to the sports team, not the municipality. And so then the sports owners should bear that cost. City, state, government have a lot of needs for capital. Policemen, teachers, firemen. The budget is already strained. To add on to that doesn't seem like being a good citizen. And then we can also move quicker. It's not my style to lobby, to go down to Springfield or City Hall and try and lobby for funds. Morningstar was all privately financed, never asked for any government money. We want to be givers into the city and the state, not takers. That's just my personal philosophy. But the government officials have been very supportive of what we're doing. The mayor, Rahm Emanuel, was the mayor when we brought the club into the city, and he was extremely supportive of getting the club to play in Soldier Field. Mayor Lightfoot, his successor, was very supportive of building our training center right in the city, and now Mayor Johnson has been very supportive. So the last 3 mayors have all been extremely supportive. It takes a village to get this done. A lot of stakeholders, a lot of engagement. One of the pillars of the organization is the community. And we've got to engage with the community. And so we run all kinds of after-school programs in low-income parts of the city to engage with the city. We work with other youth soccer clubs around the city, partner with them. And then we've worked closely with the mayor's office. The mayor's kids play soccer, so that's helpful. It's fantastic for kids. They learn life lessons. It's a phenomenal sporting experience. It's 2 hours. The clock does not stop, nonstop action. And I just became a big believer in the sport. You know, when I went looking to invest in a soccer club, I talked to the head of Major League Soccer, Don Garber's the commissioner. And he said there are 2 things that we see that make a successful soccer club. 1 is a downtown stadium, and 2 is local ownership. And the person I bought the club from lived in Los Angeles. And I think that was maybe part of the issue. He was not a Chicagoan, so the club and the owner were in different cities. And that's not an ideal setup. Local ownership is key. You can engage a lot more with the club. There's a matter of pride because you live in the city. And so I think if I didn't live in the city, I would want to own a soccer club in whatever city I lived in. One of the reasons I purchased the Chicago Fire was Chicago is a world-class city and it deserves a world-class soccer club. It's just, again, the perfect environment for it. Chicago is a big sports town. We have the Cubs, the Bears, all fine clubs. But you know, people here really get behind their sports clubs. And Chicago soccer is a rising sport. You know, when you look at MLS research, we are, if not number 1, or right up there in terms of the number of soccer fans in this city. So everything is right to have a very vibrant soccer club that engages with the whole city. When I look around the country, I look at Seattle, Portland, Atlanta. The soccer clubs are so integral to those cities, and it creates more vibrancy within the city. It brings the city together, a real sense of community. And with soccer, people from all walks of life, ages, professions, locked arm in arm, chanting at a game, and it really unifies the city. Chicago deserved a soccer club with that kind of resonance.